The forehand topspin is one of the most important strokes in table tennis, and in this video we will explore the key points you need to focus on to develop it correctly. To do this, we'll compare the forehand topspin of beginner and advanced players, analyze their differences, and explain how to reach those advanced characteristics. If you're looking to improve your forehand topspin, keep watching. One of the main differences we see when comparing the forehand topspin of a beginner with that of an advanced player is energy transfer. The forehand topspin is based on a kinetic chain that involves multiple parts of the body. It begins with the interaction between the feet and the ground, where the force is generated to drive the rotation of the hips, torso, and finally the arm. Advanced players are able to properly coordinate all these parts, transferring energy efficiently from one movement to another until it reaches the racket. They activate their muscles only at the necessary moment and with the required intensity to take advantage of the inertia and channel all the energy into a single point. Beginners, on the other hand, perform a much less efficient topspin. Due to a lack of coordination, much of the energy is lost along the way. They may generate considerable power with their hips, but it doesn't fully reach the arm because their movements are not properly synchronized. If you are a beginner, it is important to pay close attention to the different parts of your body. Instead of focusing on generating more power, focus on coordinating your movements properly to transfer the power generated efficiently to the racket. Although you will gradually improve this coordination over time through repetition and movement automation, there are specific training methods that can significantly accelerate this process, which we will discuss in more detail in other videos. Another key difference between the forehand topspin of advanced and beginner players is the stability of the stroke. Advanced players have much better control over their weight distribution and body balance, which has a direct impact on control and precision. In contrast, beginner players perform the stroke with less stability, their center of gravity shifting in a more irregular and unbalanced way. This difference is strongly connected to the coordination mentioned earlier, but its cause also lies in specific technical aspects, such as the flexion of the legs and hips. Advanced players start the stroke with greater flexion and maintain it during execution. Beginners, however, tend to keep their center of gravity higher and often rise during the stroke, which can increase power but reduces stability. The quality of footwork and positioning also has a strong influence on the stability of the stroke. Advanced players move more efficiently and adopt a better position before the execution, while beginners have less precise footwork and often start the stroke from a more unstable stance. Another difference between the forehand topspin of advanced and beginner players lies in their technical variability. The forehand topspin of advanced players is flexible and naturally adjusts to the context of the rally. Depending on their position at the table or the type of incoming ball, they adapt their stroke technique to respond as effectively as possible. In contrast, beginner players maintain a more rigid technique with less adaptability. They tend to repeat the same movement pattern regardless of changing game conditions, which makes their topspin less effective in irregular situations. However, if you're a beginner, it's essential to first focus on developing solid fundamentals, and once you've built that foundation, you can begin working on different variations that make your topspin a more versatile and effective stroke. Beyond the technical execution of the stroke, advanced players also stand out for the tactical use they make of the forehand topspin. While beginner players tend to focus simply on getting the ball onto the table, advanced players adjust the spin, speed, direction, and depth of the ball to cause as much damage as possible to their opponent. Thanks to their greater technical variability, advanced players have more execution options, but it's their strategic ability that allows them to read the context of the rally and make the best decisions. These abilities stem from a deeper strategic understanding of the game and from training that incorporates tactical components such as pattern recognition, decision-making, and opponent anticipation, but they are also closely related to the psychological aspect. The psychological aspect plays a fundamental role in table tennis. Psychological management is what determines the functional efficiency of the body and mind. You can develop very good coordination, very good stability, very good strategic ability, but if your mind and body are not operating in an optimal state, all these abilities can become drastically limited. As a beginner's forehand topspin evolves into that of an advanced player, they understand that it is not just a matter of training more and increasing their abilities, but also of learning how to use them and harness their full potential when necessary, and this is achieved through psychological development. Finally, remember that if you are serious about table tennis and want to learn more about the forehand topspin, as well as other strokes, tactical aspects, physical conditioning, and psychological development, you can visit our academy. You will find a link in the description of this video.